Hello everybody, this is the Anime Bro here, and welcome to another anime talk. And today I have a special guest with me, the YouTube personality, Hellmouth.
I don't think I'm big enough to be a YouTube personality, but hello guys, I'm Mark.
Yeah, and if you want to check him out, the link will be in the description. So basically, I'm just going to be asking Hellmouth some questions, get to know him as a person, and yeah, let's just get started. Alright, so the first question I gotta ask is, what is an anime that you enjoy rewatching?
Okay, so I would have to go with Bakuman. Do you know that one?
Bakuman? I think I've heard of it before.
Yeah, it's an anime. It's 3 seasons, 25 episodes each. So it's actually hard to rewatch for a lot of people, but it's really good. It's a shonen about two dudes writing shonen manga.
Oh, yeah, actually, I did hear that. The manga was written by the same guy from Death Note.
Death Note.
Yeah.
Written and illustrated, they are a pair.
Well, that's really cool. I haven't seen it myself. I was really interested. I wanted to read the manga, but at the time it was just like, it wasn't something I was into, but I actually might give that a shot. So why do you like rewatching this?
I think that to me it's because I think there's a few anime that you probably connect to on a more personal level throughout your anime watcher, I don't know, lifetime, it's called.
Okay.
Maybe because it's an anime about two guys just figuring out what they want to do in life. That's something that you can probably come back to every once in a few years and have a different perspective on, depending on where your life is going. Maybe that's why it's kind of a guiding compass that can always center you back.
Yeah, I actually could see that, especially now. I'm a young man, just in his literally early 20s, just not knowing what to do with my life. So it's
a tough phase.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's really amazing. Wow. Nice.
I hope I'm not making this deeper than it should be.
It's good. Alright, so the second question, what is a guilty pleasure of yours? So, like, what's an anime that people normally hate on or dislike?
Maybe something like Date Alive?
Date Alive?
Yeah, I don't know if you watched it.
The one, what is that? The guy who finds these girls who are super powerful and whatnot?
Yeah, he has to kiss them to seal their powers. Yeah. I think it's just some brainless fun. It's one of those where you can turn off your brain.
Yeah, I did enjoy that.
The anime itself doesn't take itself too serious, so it's I tend to have a problem with things like Infinite Stratos when I try to rewatch it because it just takes itself too serious. Well, Date Alive, even if you just look at the premise, it's more of a lay back and watch this, turn off your brain for a while.
Well, yeah, I could see that. Wow, that's another one I never thought I would hear. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Your guilty pleasure is Date Alive. All right, now let's get to the third one. So, I haven't been really catching up with anime this season, but is there an anime you've been enjoying this season?
This season is stacked, actually.
Yeah.
There's so many good ones, it's hard to pick just one. But if I had to say which one catches my attention the most, maybe right now would be Tokyo Revengers.
Tokyo Revengers?
Yeah, it's really good. It's a time travel story where a guy is trying to go back in the past to fix the life of everyone around him.
That sounds like a ReZero plot.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities. It's the same kind of thing. It's basically this guy who wasted his life doing nothing, ran away from all the people in his life, and now he's going back to save them because a lot of them got involved with Yakuza and gangs and that kind of thing. Wow. So he wants to fix their life.
Oh, nice.
And his own.
That actually sounds nice. I might give that a watch. Really haven't been.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
I really haven't been paying attention to the anime this season. Anyways, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I might give that a watch. That's all I'm just gonna say. All right, so question number 4. I might rephrase this if you're. So basically, is there a fandom you're part of?
I don't think I would consider myself a part of any fandom.
Okay, that's okay. Let me rephrase the question. Is there like an anime or manga that you love a lot to a point where if I said I didn't like it, it would kind of upset you?
The way I see things, I got my taste. Someone else's taste might be completely different. It would be one thing if like someone started. How can I say this? If someone said like, how can I? Someone said something like Berserk is just an edge fest or something like that. I might get a little pissed, but like I wouldn't stress too much about it. It would be like inner being pissed on the inside, right? I'd be like,
yeah, I guess that was
he doesn't know what he's talking about. Kind of
yeah. So I guess we'll put Berserk there because that's kind of what I meant. I didn't mean like if someone like crapped on it and you're like, I'm gonna throw a car in your face. It's just more like you kind of don't understand what I'm actually enjoying. So.
Yeah, there's a few where I'm like, but it doesn't really get to that point. I try not to take things too seriously.
I used to actually be one of those guys that was like, Berserk was just an edge fest because when people talk about it, it was like the gruesome stuff and whatnot. But then when I started actually reading it, I was like, there's actually a lot more. On a superficial level,
it is. So that's why I wouldn't say I get mad about it, right? It's more like, okay, you don't understand it.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so now this is the final question, number 5. So what is an anime that you think is overrated in your eyes?
Overrated? Damn. I don't tend to think a lot that anime are overrated because anything that starts to get a bit overrated, which typically, let's say, shonen in general, right? The big shonen.
Yeah.
They all start to get a bit overrated in the beginning once they gain traction. But then everyone switches up and starts hating on them for no reason.
Yeah, that is true.
So I think that overrated and underrated, to me, it's a lot more... it changes a lot because a lot of people just want to be contrarian to whatever the point is at that moment.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. You don't find anything.
It's bound to happen.
Yeah.
Because it's bound to happen, but I don't really pay that much attention to like anime Twitter or anime Reddit or whatever to know enough.
Yeah.
Right? I have an idea of what people think about shows, but mostly I just go off of mall ratings or something like that and what I talk to people about. And I don't think there seems to be like a single show that's extremely overrated, except maybe I thought of one maybe that I can answer your question.
Okay.
And it's only by their fandom. So again, I don't think it's like an overrated show. It's just I guess every shonen is slightly overrated because their fandoms tend to be younger. But it's not because the show itself is more, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, basically. Wait, so what were you thinking? You said you were thinking of one.
Yeah, I was thinking, but then I was gonna say Full Metal Alchemist. But then I was like, but it's still like a really, really good show. It's just that there's those small percentage of people that complain every time that someone doesn't say it's the GOAT.
Yeah, that is true.
Because I'd say that's probably the anime it happens most to, where if you say that anything else is the greatest anime ever, the fans will just jump at you.
Yeah. As a person who really did enjoy that, I do gotta say, when I first finished it, I was like, yeah, this is one of the best. But then...
I think it's one of the best still. I just think that it's, it's not so far above everything else.
Yeah. After, like, rewatching it a couple of times, it does lose its, like, charm. Like, you get to notice a lot more of the stuff that you didn't like.
I'd say probably the reason it might be a bit overrated, just a tiny bit, is because for a lot of people it's one of their first anime. I know for me it was. So we kind of tend to have this, romanticized idea of how good it was sometimes.
Yeah.
I know that I personally did that with some of my personal favorites from back then, like Naruto. I used to overrate it a lot. I still love it. I still think it's very good, but I think it's just that those anime that are it's not even the mainstream and kind of tag them as mainstream anime. It's more gateway anime, like
Yeah,
the first few you watch. All
yeah,
of them tend to be slightly overrated, but that's just because mostly, you got those people that have watched 5 to 10 anime that don't know how many good ones there are, so they can make these generalized assumptions of this is by far the best.
yeah, yeah. I get it. Well, all right. I guess that's the end of all my questions. So, thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
And yeah, and thank you, audience, for watching to the very end. If you want to check out Hellmouth's content, his link will be down in the description. Check out his channel, help him out. And
Don't forget to subscribe to the Anime Bro as well.
yep, don't forget to do that. That's also very important.
That's very important.
And yeah, see you guys later. Peace.